It is still July 6th, Tuesday, in the evening. So I realized that I didn't speak earlier in the morning to that realization that I had. I think I went off on a tangent, but I had been questioning why this new fire sign that I met on the airplane, why he was just so adamant and continues to be adamant about connecting with me and wanting to see me, to have this long conversation with me. And I'm just like, as much as I'd like to, I'm in the middle of trying to move and, you know, transition. So I suggested to do the WhatsApp, and he doesn't want to. He wants to wait. I'm like, okay, that's your choice. But just still that just part of like, why does he feel this connection towards me, right? And then I started thinking about that other guy from the other side of the world. Same thing, right? I mean, he professed his love. He professed his love to me, and I'm just like, no, I don't feel the same thing. And then realizing, right? Realizing that interconnectedness and I mean, I was imagining a web, like a spider web almost, and you know, I mean, the whole concept of el hilo rojo is that supposedly there's like a string attached to your finger, and that it's tied to your soulmate. But that story alludes to the fact that you only have one. But there's many soulmates. There's many people that embody an energy very similar, right? Why you connect with so many, and then you have your soul tribe. And so I just kept thinking, well then, if we have this connection to our soul tribe and people within our soul tribe that we connect with in a very comfortable manner, in a very like this was meant to be manner, then at the same time, I mean, that's one end of the spectrum. Then the other end has to exist as well, right? The karmics, those relationships that there's still a connection, maybe, just on the other extreme where you're learning the lesson. And so then, does it go both ways, right? It doesn't seem like, I think for some it does go both ways, right? But then with others that you're connected with, it's a one-way thing maybe. And so then I realized I'm a karmic for other people, right? I'm a karmic for them to a certain degree. And so then if that's true, then they're also a karmic to someone else, right? Or a soulmate to someone else. So then it's like the web just kind of gets more intricate, right? My web is like this, their web is like this, and so forth. And it's just this interconnectedness of webs. So that what I realized this morning that I didn't speak to, because I got caught up with another message. But that's what I wanted to share before I forget, because tomorrow's a new day. So yeah. But other than that, today was a hard day, another hard day. And I think it's the new moon that's coming up. Let's see, Patricia 1111 is speaking to it. The Cancer new moon, July 9th. I'm like, okay, I'm emotional. Got it. Check. And then she gave all these other dates. I mean, a lot of it I don't know, because it's about like squares and conjunctions. But the heaviness today was more related to moving. Yeah, I submitted my written notice that I'm not renewing my lease. And as excited as I was to have put that together, once I sent it, I started taking down stuff from my walls. Taking down stuff. And then putting masking tape with an X to know where the holes are, so I can go back and cover them up. And I got really emotional. Really emotional. When I was working on the living room. Just remembering again this, like, self-talk, right? Telling myself, this is good, this is good, this is when I'm needing to start fresh in a different place. As much as it's hard to let go of this place because so much happened in a year. And just what this place means. What it's meant. I got emotional when I was covering up the holes from my tree. The tree I made myself last Christmas. My first Christmas alone. And remembering that time. Remembering when he came in. And the first thing you noticed were the holes. All the holes I would have to cover up because he manages apartments, I think. That's what he noticed. It was all the holes that I made with the pins, the push pins. And look, I'm putting masking tape with the little X so that I know that's where I need to come home. And I'm crying all the time. Remembering, just remembering. And as I'm putting stuff away, I'm remembering what I had up there in the pictures. I had a lot of pictures of San Francisco and the Grand Canyon. And realizing now, right, in retrospect, and then two places, San Francisco and Grand Canyon in Arizona. Both these two new fire signs. One's in San Francisco and the other one's in Arizona. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Those were the two places that I had on my tree. The San Francisco Grand Canyon. So I thought, this is good that I'm moving. I need a fresh start. A fresh start to everything. So I thought that was weird. And then even as I'm putting stuff down, like, I had these on over my bed. There were actually 7 of these, and I gave them away over the years. I actually bought these years ago in San Francisco. This one says passion, this one says trust. Years ago I bought those in San Francisco. And then I take this down and I realized I didn't change the month. So I turned it around. And this is the one for July. August, September. The twins. And then I'm following up on a request from someone who invited me to go skydiving in the next couple weeks, asking me if I could plan it for them. And them saying that they would pay for me to jump off the plane with them. And I just remembered last year, after I moved in, I did that. I jumped off a plane with my mom and my sister as a way to just like jumpstart this new chapter in my life. and this closure, if you will. She's invited me to, this loved one is inviting me to skydive with her. That I didn't have to pay. She just asked if I could just arrange it for her. And realizing, I'm like, I started off jumping off a plane. And I'm ending this time in my life with another jump into the unknown, right? Another change. And then realizing this is move number 17. This is gonna be move number 17, I think. 16 or 17. To San Francisco. And wondering as I'm covering up, marking where I need to cover up holes. Wondering when will this process end? When? Till I got triggered today. And then I went for a walk. Because I did a lot of walking when I was there, so I thought, I think I need to get into the habit of walking more. So I'm gonna commit to walking at least 3 miles a day, if not more, just to get into the habit of walking more. Because I realized when I was out there that I did a lot of walking. That way my body, it's not a shock for my body, But anyway, I just want to speak to that. These little reminders and realizing, that my Chiron is in Taurus and it's about loss of stability, loss of relationships, just loss in general, attachments. Yeah. And I guess the Chiron goes into retrograde July 15th. Gosh, I hope that's not hard. I hope that's not hard. So I just wanted to speak to that. I have my first interview tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. I should get some rest. I was all name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us, in whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth. This just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you.